Hello YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel, Styles by Char Michelle. My name is Charmaine. I'm a hairstylist for 23 years now, and for about 15 years or so I would say I've been struggling with alopecia, CCCA, central, centrifugal, cicatricial alopecia. This is a form of alopecia that stunts the growth at the crown of the head. The hair will grow in maybe an inch or so and then fall right back out. For years I've been trying to figure out the secret to beating this condition. As a hairstylist, it's been especially hard, feeling like I need to go to work in wigs all the time, shaving my head 3 or 4 times over the past 15 years because of setbacks. I'm hoping that the cycle can end soon and that I can figure out what to do to conquer this condition. As I figure it out, I'm here sharing information to help others solve this problem. I just got back from a trip to Georgia. I was there for 2.5 weeks, and I really enjoyed the time there, especially since here in Arizona it's a lot more challenging to find the beauty supply stores where I can actually go in, look at wigs in person, try on wigs in person, and find good wigs to wear while I work on this condition. This was the first time that I tried human hair extensions. It was a little challenging putting them in as they had blunt ends, and I'm used to regular extensions where you have an easier install. If you want to see my install process, it's a couple videos back, and you can see how I install human hair extensions for the first time. You may be aware that synthetic hair extensions have been getting a bad rap lately, and for me personally, when I wear synthetic hair extensions, my scalp itches like crazy. That can't be a good sign. The human hair extensions I bought, they're kind of expensive. I think it was $65 for 2 packs. I don't know that I'll be using extensions at all again for the foreseeable future. I feel like the friction and tension that extensions cause have been hurting my hair over the years. So this was to try something different, see if the itching would stop. I put my hair away while I was on vacation so that when I took off the wig, my relatives wouldn't say, "Where's your hair?" Anyway, it did make my vacation a little easier, because I didn't have to deal with my hair on a regular and explain what was going on under the wig so much. So it's been about 3 weeks, I think, since I put these extensions in, maybe 4 weeks. And I'm trying not to keep protective styles in too long because that can dry out the hair and make it a lot harder to treat my scalp. So vacation's over, I'm back home. I think it's the day after vacation, and I was eager to get these extensions out. It's only been 3 or 4 weeks, but you can already see some buildup near the scalp. It's time for a nice, good cleansing. While I was on vacation, I was busy with my family, so I didn't take the vitamins that I usually take or spend as much time on my hair as I usually do, and my hair feels a bit dry. The opening shot of this video, my hair looks drier than it is because I used the 5% men's minoxidil Rogaine foam, and that kind of leaves a whitish grayish cast on my hair. But I've been using that daily in the crown, the temples, and the nape. But something I started doing right before I went on vacation is I got a product called clobetasol propionate. I went online, telyrx.com, and I described my condition and asked for clobetasol. I've heard other people suffering from alopecia have been prescribed this medication, and so I wanted to check it out for myself. Other people have been getting good results by using clobetasol propionate on their scalps once or twice a day. The TeleRx consultation online It cost about $20 to talk to somebody online, just texting back and forth. And then the medication itself costs $20 or $22 for a tube. And next time I order from this online pharmacy, they say that there won't be the $22 charge, so I'll just be paying the $20 to $22 for the scalp medication. So I will be ordering it again. I feel like I've been seeing some good results in the past month or so, just applying it to my scalp daily. Something I've also been doing is I've been using aloe vera and mixing it with the clobetasol, and this helps stretch it so that it doesn't cost as much. Right now in this video you can see that I'm doing a pre-poo treatment. I have all the extensions out and it's time for a good shampoo, and I want to make sure that my hair is soft and has the slip that it needs for me to not break off hair as I'm detangling it. A lot of people are big proponents of finger detangling only, but I really feel like I need more to get through this 4C tangle that's on my head. I like this particular pick because it has very loose configuration in the teeth. It's got the space. It almost feels like it's finger detangling because you can see how much this is a wide tooth tool to get through my hair. No fine teeth, and it does a nice job of detangling my hair without pulling out a lot of hair. So it's one of my favorite detangling tools. I feel like it's one of the tools that's kind of closer to using your fingers. It's like a tool that I would compare to using to your fingers. I also use this wide tooth comb, and it's also a good tool for detangling. And the product that I used gave my hair a lot of slip and made it a lot easier to get through those tangles. And I just worked it into my hair and continued to use various detangling tools with widely spaced teeth to get through my hair with hopefully minimal breakage. I am hoping that what I'm seeing is normal shedding. It seems like the crown of my head has made some progress while I was away in Georgia, treating my hair with clobetasol and aloe vera. I'm trying a new shampoo bar that one of my clients at work told me about. As you know, I'm a hairstylist, and I've been wanting to try this rosemary and rice water shampoo bar for a while. So I just got it in the mail recently. To have a couple different kinds. Rosemary, rice water is the one that I'm using today. And it gives me a really nice lather and made my hair feel really soft. So I'm just lathering up my hair, shampooing away all the debris, and I'm really impressed. I think the shampoo bar is going to last a long time because you saw that I just rubbed it over my hair for maybe 10 seconds. And look at the amount of lather I'm getting on the first shampoo. I couldn't believe it. So this is definitely going to be something that I'll be incorporating in my hair care regimen, is the shampoo bars. The first time that I've ever used one, but I am liking it. I like to give my scalp a good scrub. I have this shampoo brush that I use regularly, not only for massaging my scalp and getting debris off my scalp when I'm shampooing, but I also use it to massage my scalp. I try to do this at least 3 times a week, the scalp massages. There are so many things that you can incorporate into a hair care routine. It's hard to do everything all the time. Like for now, I've really backed off on the copious amount of vitamins that I was taking. It can be exhausting trying to find every avenue possible to get your hair to grow. I've gone back to trying to at least remember to take my iron chewable supplements daily. They're just iron gummies that I chew once a day because in the past I have realized that I've been a bit anemic when I've tried to give blood. They said that I had low iron, and low iron can lead to hair loss. So If there's one thing I do, it's I try to take my iron supplements daily. I also take Viviscal, but that's been occasionally lately. I need to get back on a regular routine. I'm just using a simple, quick rinse out conditioner from some hair color that I've used in the past. It was Clairol Instincts, I think, hair color. Just gentle, ammonia free, because I have graying at the temples and I'm doing what I can to still preserve my youth, as I'm going to be 50 next year and I don't really want to feel in the mirror like I'm 60 because of the grays around the temples. So anyway, I put the conditioner in my hair. I really love the conditioners that come with hair color treatments because they're so moisturizing. They make my hair feel so good. They leave it feeling so soft. So with the conditioner in my hair, I'm just running my detangling pick through my curls. You might be able to see that I'm still having some issues in the temple areas, but at least I'm not really seeing as much scalp in the crown. I feel like something that I've been doing the past month, even while I was on vacation, has helped. And now that I'm home, I'm back to using my low-level light laser therapy cap from Iris Store. I try to use that every other day for 25 minutes, so 3 times a week. And I use my minoxidil once a day. And I'm going to show you how I mix aloe vera and clobetasol together to kind of stretch the clobetasol and create what I call a fortified aloe vera treatment. Aloe vera has anti-inflammatory properties as well as clobetasol propionate. It also has anti-inflammatory properties. So not only do I sometimes use the clobetasol propionate just pure out of the tube on my scalp to help stop the inflammation and promote hair growth, I also use it in its diluted form with the aloe vera. But here you can see that I'm just using it straightforward on my scalp, which is something I will do 2 to 3 times a week. But also to stretch it, you'll see how I mix the aloe vera and the clobetasol so that I can make this tube last longer and still treat my scalp. Even in its diluted form, it seems like it's been helping because I was using it in its diluted form, as I said earlier, mixed with aloe vera while I was on vacation in Georgia. And that's all I was doing, using the mix of clobetasol and aloe vera, and using the mix of, and using the minoxidil. Once a day the minoxidil, and once a day the aloe vera and clobetasol mix. And my crown does seem to be coming back. I'm hopeful, I'm prayerful, my fingers are crossed. This is the aloe vera gel I use. So this time you see me using the clobetasol on my scalp first and then also rubbing in the aloe vera. This kind of alopecia, CCCA, seems to be a very inflammatory condition. So right now what I'm concentrating on the most is quelling that inflammation so that my hair can grow. I'm just going to trap some of this moisture in, the aloe vera, the water, with some good old-fashioned hair grease. This is a Palmer's olive oil grease. It's one of my favorites lately. And my hair seemed fairly dry after my Georgia trip, so I'm doing what I can to lock in some extra water in my hair. The plan going forward right now is to go into November in some mini braids. Nothing too small. I prefer to do medium-sized braids so that they don't tangle and mat too much, and so that it's easier to take them down when I'm done. So I plan to leave some braids in just with my own hair, no extensions, for the month of November, because the plan going forward for this new year is the less manipulation on my strands, the better. I plan to keep my hair cornrowed or plaited and just keep it moisturized under wigs and leave it alone as much as possible. So I'll be trying to do month-long to 6-week-long cornrow or plait styles where I'm just leaving my hair alone, possibly washing it once a week, maybe every 2 weeks, so that the style won't be too matted and too frizzed. But I will be trying to make sure that my scalp gets the cleansing it needs, even if that just means running some water and apple cider vinegar over my scalp. So now it's time to put in plaits as I can. As you see, I still have a TWA, so it's a little bit challenging to grip every part of the hair and get it into a little braid, especially the crown area. So this month the crown area is going to probably remain relatively free of braids, and that makes it easier to treat the scalp in that area anyway. But the month of November is going to be me in these plaits under wigs. Clobetasol and aloe vera are going to be the main treatment every day, as well as the minoxidil once a day for each. I am starting to get a bit of coverage at the crown. I'm putting as much as I can of the crown area into braids just to help with the low manipulation plan. So I found another little bit here that I could braid up or twist up in order to help keep the manipulation low on that spot. Here's where I'm mixing up some more aloe vera. This is the aloe vera gel I showed you earlier. And I'm putting it in this little container that I took on the flight with me, because when you're flying you can't take too much. So as you can see, it's almost empty. I used a lot of it while I was in Georgia. I'm squeezing some of the clobetasol into the container and then putting a few spoonfuls of aloe vera in with that. And I think that the container is maybe about half full when I'm done doing this, adding the aloe vera. And then what I do is I shake up the aloe vera and the clobetasol so that they start to mix. And I'm going to go to my microwave and I heated up some water. And here you see me putting the aloe vera clobetasol mix into the mug. And it sits in the water for about 5 to 10 minutes. And I continue to shake it up to help mix it. And that hot water helps to emulsify the clobetasol, as you can see. It's kind of oozing out of the container when I popped it open. And when I squeeze it out, you can see that the aloe vera is no longer clear. It's kind of a cloudy, milky look now. And that's because it's aloe vera infused with clobetasol. So this is going to be my daily routine, is just rubbing it into the crown of my scalp once a day. I'll also be getting my temples and my nape with this. And once a day I will be hitting the same spots with my Rogaine foam as well. So here's what my hair looks like in the plaits. And I'll be working with it like this for the month of November. And then hopefully I'll be able to see some growth and do kind of neater partings and a neater style come December.